Okay, so Claressa Shields posted a caption today about a Netflix documentary on a girl who wanted my life and secretly hated me the entire time.
Never the two, told him find something stupid to play with, he picked you.
Girl, sit down, because you are the girl who wants somebody's life. And I have receipts. I have so many receipts. Welcome back to Celeb Spill, and today we are diving headfirst into the most unhinged case of copycat behavior I have seen in a long time. Grab something to drink, because this is not a short one. This is a full investigation. Let's get into it. So Claressa posts a wish list. A short green Van Cleef necklace. This is what I want next, she says. Cute. Normal, except days later, Remy Ma is photographed wearing the exact same piece.
Never the two, told him find something stupid to play with, he picked you.
One necklace? Fine, coincidence, whatever.
She's even subtly trying to be like Remy Ma. So y'all know Remy Ma, she had that black dress and a little tip of her butt was out. The top tip of her butt was out. You see Claressa Shields, she wore some shorts. The top tip of her butt is out.
But then the fur coat shows up too. Then the pose, then the whole aesthetic. At what point do we stop calling this a coincidence and start calling it what it actually is? A woman building an entire mood board off of somebody else's real, lived-in life. Because I don't believe in this many coincidences, sis. Nobody does. Now, this next one made me physically put my phone down for a second. Claressa did a bathing suit shoot, fur coat, wig, specific pose, hand placement, camera angle. And when I tell you Remy Ma did this exact shoot months before, same wig texture, same tilt of the head, same hand on the hip, I mean down to the degree of the angle.
Van Cleefs are so freaking cute. It's one that I want to get. I want to get this. I haven't noticed yet. I'm obsessed with green. Like my birthday, St. Patrick's Day, so I want to get the green Van Cleef, the short necklace. That's what's on my list to get next.
This isn't we have similar taste. This is tracing paper. This is someone who sat down, pulled up an old photo and said, recreate this, but with my face. And at that point, you're not being inspired by someone. You are LARPing as them. You're doing cosplay of a woman's actual life. And nobody's talking about how deeply weird that is. Okay, so this is where it stops being just Claressa and starts being the whole friend group. And that's when I knew this was bigger than one obsessed woman. Remy Ma posts layers as a caption. Days later, Claressa uses the exact same word under her own photo. Fine, words are just words, whatever. But then Remy does an interview talking about her soft girl era. And suddenly Claressa is saying it, her friend is saying it, even Papoose' own daughter is out here captioning things soft girl, like it's a company-wide memo. One, caption, coincidence. An entire circle of people quoting the same phrase within days of each other, that's not organic. That's a group chat with a homework assignment in it.
Somebody said to me before that you were like in your soft girl era right now.
I love it here.
I'm so excited to see what soft girl Remy era is going to be like. How's that going to show up?
She shows up on time with curls in her hair.
I see.
Somebody sent a screenshot and said, we're doing this now, and I need y'all to sit with how bizarre that actually is. And now, my personal favorite, because this is the part where she completely embarrassed herself without even realizing it. Claressa on camera, in her own words, I'm not really a color girl. I like black and brown.
That ginger, yeah, y'all know she the main ginger one. Period. Yeah. Why that one so much longer? Girl, you know you gonna hit them off with this when we do it.
Said it with her whole chest, confident, sure of herself. And then the second it stopped being about her, she goes full ginger. The same ginger Remy Ma has worn for years. And then there's the braids.
You know what? This color a little different, but I like it. It looks good on you. Okay. I'm not really like a color girl. Like I like the black and brown.
Then there's the ponytail, a style she has literally never worn in her life that suddenly appears the week after Remy debuts hers. That's not a glow up, ladies. That is an identity crisis with a lace front glued on. You cannot tell me you don't like color and then switch your entire look to match someone else's signature style within days. Pick a lane, pick a personality, pick anything that's actually yours. And listen, I love it when the internet does my job for me, because the comments under these posts were absolutely ruthless and accurate. We knew the ponytail was coming. Here comes the copycat in 5, 4, 3, 2. People were literally predicting her next move before she made it. Before she even posted it, strangers on the internet already knew what was coming next. And that right there tells you everything. When random people who don't even know you personally can call your next move like they're reading a script, that's not a coincidence anymore, sis. That's a pattern. And patterns get exposed every single time. Now, here's the part that took this from reach to full-blown confirmed. Turns out both women use the same hairstylist, same salon, same tags. So this whole time, she wasn't even being subtle about it. She was walking into a salon and requesting a look off a shared mood board from the same person who's been doing Remy's hair for years. At that point, it's not inspiration. It's not great minds think alike. It's a literal paper trail. It's a receipt with a business name attached to it. There's no reach left to make because the evidence is sitting right there in the tags. Okay, hot take time. And I need you to actually sit with this one because it's not even really about the hair anymore. There are old DMs, ladies of Claressa reaching out to Remy Ma asking for fashion advice before any of this drama, before any of the tension. Remy responded kindly, sent mood boards, sent outfit ideas, was genuinely helpful. And here's my actual read on this whole situation. I don't think this is about a necklace or a hairstyle at all. I think Claressa is still somewhere deep down trying to become the woman who was already fully loved and fully established in that house before she ever showed up. That's not admiration. That's not girl power. That is insecurity wearing somebody else's wig. And it is honestly kind of sad when you really look at it. You don't get to move into someone's life and then spend the next 2 years trying to become the person you replaced. Pick one. And I want to say this gently because underneath all the roasting, there's something genuinely kind of tragic here. If you have to study someone else's whole existence just to feel secure in the life you supposedly won, you didn't actually win anything. You just moved into a house and started redecorating it to look like the version that was already loved there. That's not a victory lap. That's a haunting. And she's the one doing the haunting to herself.
Claressa Shields, she has to work 2 or 3 times as hard to become what Remy Ma naturally is. So let's dive into this. When it comes to Claressa Shields, when we saw Claressa Shields before she met Papoose, she was very basic. She was just, regular. Of course, she was, she wasn't well put together. But now that she's with Papoose and she sees that his wife is more beautiful than her. The wife has, the youthfulness, she has the poise, she has the aura. So she has to transform herself and she has to work twice as hard to become what Remy Ma naturally is. The saddest thing about that is when you try to become something that's not naturally embedded in you, what's going to happen is it's going to plague on your self-esteem because you're going to constantly have to be like, okay, I got to do this. Oh, what is she wearing this time? Or what is she doing? How's her hair this time? Okay, now I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this. I got to start doing it. You see, now she's trying to get a new stylist. She's trying to transform who she is to become like what Remy Ma naturally is. Her self-esteem has hit rock bottom. Okay, because she doesn't really feel confident. She doesn't really feel she doesn't really have this high self-esteem. She's even subtly trying to be like Remy Ma. Let me tell y'all how I just noticed everything. So y'all know Remy Ma, she had that black dress and a little tip of her butt was out. The top tip of her butt was out. You see Claressa Shields, she wore some shorts. The top tip of her butt is out. I pick up on little stuff like that. You cannot get anything past me. She's still getting ideas from her. She's trying to subtly do it so it's not the same. But what she's doing, you can tell she's still looking at Remy Ma. For a person like me who notices everything, like I tell y'all, like what a lot of women would try to do is a lot of new supplies. They'll try to subtly do stuff. And they don't think that no one is going to notice. That's what she's doing. She's subtly trying to do stuff because she's not going to notice. Even when it came to the Brene and Akira thing, Brene was trying to subtly do stuff. Like she'll have her hair curly and then, she'll change the color. Of course, Akira hair was a different color. I've seen another girl who said that the new supply was trying to be like her. She started posting all the pictures of new supply, like doing certain stuff like her. What happens is insecure women, when they get with a insecure and a toxic man, they have to try twice as hard to try to keep up with the blueprint. They have to try twice as hard to become what the old supply is naturally. Claressa Shields, she's still trying to be like Remy Ma. And it's so funny because Remy Ma, Like she just got her 2 ponytails. I promise you, I promise you, Claressa Shields is going to do something different. Even if she doesn't do 2 ponytails, she may do something that is childlike with her hair. Okay, to try to get some type of attention, or to try to become what Remy Ma is naturally. Claressa Shields is still keeping up with Remy Ma.
So here's where I land on all of this, and I want you to really hear me on this one. Every time she copies the necklace, the pose, the hair, the caption, she's not erasing Remy Ma from the story. She's doing the exact opposite. She is centering her. Every single coincidence is actually a confession. It's her admitting over and over again that the woman she replaced is still the standard she's measuring herself against. And that, ladies, is the funniest part of this entire saga. The harder she tries to be Remy Ma, the more she proves that Remy Ma never actually left the room. You can change the hair, the jewelry, the captions, but you cannot copy your way into being someone's first choice. All right, that's the tea for today, loves. Drop a comment down below. Is this a full-blown obsession, or am I reaching? Be honest with me. And if you've been paying attention to this the way I have, you already know the answer. Make sure you're following Celeb Spill so you don't miss the next update, because trust me, the receipts on this one are not done piling up. This is just the beginning, and knowing this pattern, we will probably have a whole new round of coincidences before the month is even over. Like this video if you've been noticing this too, subscribe if you're new here, and comment your own personal favorite receipt from today's list. I want to know which one made you gasp the hardest.